to What the Podcast. I'm Ryan.
I'm John.
And together we are
Ryan and John across the table today.
Across the
buddy.
table.
We got a metal straw.
Once you start talking in the mic, my ears are so loud.
I'm
You
sorry,
got a
let me turn
metal
him down.
straw. That's crazy.
That wasn't not me.
Not you?
No, blue.
How about that?
Thank you.
You must be
Better.
3. Oh, you're.
I've
sitting in
had
any
this
spot.
cold
Yeah.
brew in the fridge by itself, no straw, for like a week. And so I was like, I'm going to drink that cold brew. But I was like, I didn't get a plastic straw. Doesn't matter. Joining us
Yeah.
in the booth, as always, my lovely wife, Miss Cara Tafolla. No Annie Skovmand this week. She had something going on.
She's at a movie premiere.
And I can feel her FOMO right now is palatable.
Yeah.
I can feel it too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Annie, we miss you. We love you. But the show must go on.
Wow. Moment of silence.
Moment of silence over. Guys, it's just a classic buddy podcast.
I know.
Just, nothing going on this
Nothing,
week.
truly
nothing
nothing.
really.
Truly nothing going on. Sorry, I'm just fixing that.
That's fine. Fix the things.
Sorry.
Well, let's get into it. Yeah. We had some stuff we wanted to talk about this week. Cara?
Yeesh.
What you got?
The Grammys.
Hey. Okay, so let's talk about the Grammys. We kind of
Grammys were on Sunday.
it's award season, everybody.
I think they were
Oh
on Sunday?
yes.
They're
Sunday?
alive and well. Yeah, best new artist Olivia Dean, John.
No.
Shout out. Yep. Yep.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah. Which
oh.
is go ahead.
I won't do it.
Already know I don't sound, but I'm doing. Don't be shy.
You know what I realize is like that a
Just come
lot
be
of
the
that.
man I need.
What's crazy is a lot of that album is like hits.
It's
Yeah.
It's
hit
ve-
after
it's,
hit.
It's
after
rare that a whole album like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like listening to I listen to the the Olivia Dean
Of course.
radio station on Spotify,
Love.
and it has like obviously a lot of her stuff. But I'm like, oh, I recognize this song, and I look down, I'm like, oh, it's the same album.
The Art of Loving.
Crazy.
Is the album. And I think we need to get back to album culture. I think TikTok and
hear me.
Spotify have ruined music. No, they've
Okay.
turned us to singles culture where people will release like a single and it'll be the only thing out for a while and then, kind of de-emphasizing
Roan
the
calling you
important.
out.
Yes, man. Freaking Chapel. Love Chapel Roan. She had a crazy dress
She
on
came out with a
at the
single
Grammys.
like 4 months ago, 5 months ago.
It was held up by her nipples.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, did you see that?
What?
So
Hold on a second.
her outfit was.
That's crazy.
I did look deeper into it.
Mm.
It was fabric that was connected to nipple prosthetics.
No way.
Oh,
Nipple
no.
prosthetics with a ring, and the
Okay.
fabric was looped between the ring, and it was just draping like a dress.
View image. There it is.
Oh wow. She's just doing. The
And then she has
craziest
fake
stuff.
tattoos
She's
all
just
over
doing
her.
it. So I didn't
Why
actually see
fake
her nipples. Is the
tattoos?
point?
That's
No,
crazy.
nipple prosthetics. At first, I was like,
Fake tattoos?
is she wearing?
Those aren't
yeah.
real tattoos.
No, they're all fake.
That's what she just
She
said. What I just
posted
said.
an
Huh.
Instagram thing saying,
It's
"What's
weird.
funny is I thought my outfit wasn't even that shocking," and then she tagged like tattoos by, dress by, that kind of stuff. At first, I was looking and I was like, "Oh, is it a mesh bodysuit that she's wearing
Mhm.
that has a fake nipple ring in the mesh?" But then it would have to line up perfectly with her nipple and
Yeah, it seems.
Yeah, it's pretty shocking. I would say. I'd say that's a pretty
Yeah.
shocking outfit.
not for her.
Boobs just out.
Not for her.
Yeah.
You seen that TikTok of that guy who like pretends to be Chaperone's like outfit designer?
No.
He's like, he's like on the phone with like pretending to be on the phone with Chaperone. He's like, "You want to be the Titanic in 14 hours?" He's like, "I can do that. I can do that.
Yeah,
I can do that."
Of course I could do that.
And then he makes it, and then at the end he's like, "Oh, you're not gonna wear it. Okay, that's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine.
That's totally fine.
It's because she does all those.
I kind of
crazy
love that.
outfits.
Yeah.
Because I remember she was doing. Didn't she kind of come on the scene with like the Victorian white, historically white makeup vibe?
She was.
Yeah,
she
she
was
had
giving
like a.
homage to a old drag queen. Who,
Yeah.
that was like her persona.
Oh, I thought it was just like a Marie Antoinette thing where she was like in a old school.
That's how I remember when she first came onto the scene. That might not
remember.
be
Right.
how she actually came onto the scene.
in
it
a.
was.
I think she wore an outfit like that on the Grammys or like.
Now she's kind of toned it down. She's like more because I felt like for
well,
a long time
her,
we didn't really
now
know
her boobs
who-
are out. So
we felt for a long time we didn't really know like her real name. I know
Sure.
people did, but I'm saying like she was more of a caricature of herself. She was just like she always had like these big looks, and I was like,
I think she got tired of that pretty quickly
Yeah,
because I think
totally.
it ended about the same time as like when she was like, guys, like, leave celebrities alone.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so she's like, now I'm just, what's her name? Heather or something?
Oh, really? Ooh, I didn't even know her
Heather?
name.
No,
I
I
don't
don't
know
know.
her real
I
name.
don't know if that's what it is,
It's
but
crazy.
I
But
don't remember what her real name is.
could be. Could be the
So
move.
that happened at the Grammys.
Oh, yeah.
um,
Okay.
I guess we didn't watch this part, but the
Ooh.
entire new artist category, they had back-to-back performances. It was an hour of straight performance,
Which I love.
performance of all the category.
Oh, nice.
I love that. And I think that there should be a, short of like a concert or a music video, like there's not a lot of places that you can go to watch, an artist play if you're not like literally at a concert or seeing videos from a concert. I think I really like, what's her name? American Idol. Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson.
Have you seen her show?
Yeah.
Where she like has the musician on and they sing together and she's
Yeah.
like an
There's their
amazing
own
singer.
version of. They do like an acoustic version
And
sometimes.
she kind of like
yeah.
overshadows them and they're
This
like,
is,
oh,
this
what?
is gonna be
what?
sad news for you.
Uh-oh.
Is it over?
She's ending her show.
Damn.
Oh, what?
Okay, which show? Because she has her talk show and then she has her music show. Is she ending the
Kelly
music show?
Clarkson show. She's
It's all one.
closing.
technically.
No, I think there's a nighttime one.
I don't know about the nighttime one, but the Kelly Clarkson show where she does
Damn.
a cover every
I
time.
I love Kelly
She made a
Clarkson.
post
Will
that was like,
conclude after its sixth season or seventh season.
yeah.
Well,
She made
see,
a whole
there
post
you go.
about this season in life. She wants to spend more time with her kids.
2026.
Heard.
Oh.
I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think, maybe we're going to see more of that. Maybe we're going to see celebrities make shows for a normal amount of time
Mhm.
and don't try to become like these like culture defining shows. I feel like a show has such a drive like in early 2000s shows had such a drive like anything to be like, hey, we want to be on the air as long as we possibly can.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I do feel like lately I've seen refreshing moments where people are like, yeah, we're just going to end it because it feels like the right time.
I respect that
You
for
know?
sure.
Like Conan did that. Like he
Yeah.
kind of saw the writing on the wall. He's like,
Mhm.
instead of trying to reinvent it or change it, he's
Yeah.
just like, no, it's not working anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
And now he's like all in on his podcast.
I love it.
Love that. I guess it's not entirely true. There's a lot of late night shows that Jimmy Fallon's got music on every night, right? Doesn't he? A band or
Yeah,
some
Jimmy
degree.
Fallon.
He had,
Oh,
excuse me, Pop Tart in
hello.
my throat.
very nice.
Hello.
I don't know if last night was a rerun. I don't think it was,
Uh-huh.
but Cat's Eye was on Jimmy
Oh.
Fallon last night. They were in the Best New Artist category.
Not a fan.
Really?
Not a fan of Cat's Eye.
I love Cat's
After
Eye.
their performance at the Grammys, I don't get it.
I'm not surprised by both your guys' responses to Cat's Eye.
They are
Cat's Eye's fun.
not. It's fun,
It's sure.
and they're great dancers. They're not good singers, and when you're a not good singer and you have a microphone, everyone can hear that you're not a good singer.
They posted a
Pretty
TikTok
rough.
of them
Girl band.
singing a Selena song, instrumental, and
Ooh.
it's beautiful.
I wanted them
Like,
to
they
be
actually
good.
sound really good.
Really?
A
Yeah.
6-person all-girl.
It's
band.
awesome.
That was the one they had a Netflix show.
They're such
John,
good
and they
dancers.
were like
Oh, they made it,
following.
right?
They
They
were
did
following
the-
like it was like they One Direction them,
It was
right?
the K-pop strategy,
Yes,
Mm.
yes,
but
yes.
in America.
Right.
So it was very, like-
How long do you think they got left? A couple of years left?
Couple more singles, maybe. I
no.
don't. It's definitely not a
They're-
legacy act.
You don't know their fan base.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Hey.
But
It's
I think
crazy.
a lot of K-pop artists are like
I
that,
love
where they
that.
burn bright and then
I
they
love that
kind
you
But
of.
don't know their
Cat's Eye-
fan base.
Cat's
K-pop
Eye-
is like the next best thing. What's the next big thing?
What they did
like,
with Cat's
you're
Eye.
trash. You're last year.
Expanded to
Uh-huh.
America.
Sure. I get it. But we'll see.
I love
They
it.
had a
see.
performance.
Addison Rae did one. I don't care for her.
There's kind
She's
of
another
this,
great performer, like great dancer, but she.
There's this like supposed curse of the best new artist, where if you win best new artist, it's kind of a career killer. Like if you win that Grammy,
Where did you hear that
Sabrina-
curse?
Wasn't Sabrina Carpenter?
The-
Because I
Now-
literally the last 10 years they've been hits.
I think we talked about this last year. Can you?
Who was best new
I
artist?
think
this
Chapel
time?
won it last year.
Ah,
Olivia
she-
Dean won it this
She
year.
didn't really put out a lot
Mm-hmm.
this last year.
Billie Eilish won it.
Olivia Dean
oh.
this
yeah.
year.
Okay.
Chapel Roan
Love.
last year.
Sure.
24. Victoria Monet.
Okay.
She's R&B.
All right.
Okay.
Heard.
Samara Joy 2023.
I don't know who that
Don't
is.
know who that is, but that's right.
She just came out with a new album. Olivia Rodrigo 2022.
Okay.
Where is she? Where's her
Where
new
is she?
album?
2021 Megan Thee Stallion.
2022 is Olivia Rodrigo.
2020
Man.
Billie Eilish.
Billie
Ah,
Eilish.
2019 Dua
Back
Lipa.
up.
Dua Lipa, where is she?
2018
Love
Alessia
her.
Cara.
Exactly.
2017, Chance the Rapper.
R.I.P..
Oh, yeah?
His career's done.
What?
Chance the Rapper?
Yeah, he's
Cooked.
not putting
His
it
last
Why?
album? 2019.
Oh. Megan Trainor, 2016.
Hate.
And then
Hate.
it's kind of before that.
Double
It gets
hate.
cursed. It gets cursed. It gets cursed.
Oh,
It gets
I'm sorry.
cursed.
I'm sorry. Read these
Sam
out.
Smith, 2015.
Cooked.
Macklemore and Ryan Lewis,
Cooked.
2014. Fun, 2013.
Oh my gosh.
They don't exist anymore.
Some nights I stay up.
Bon Iver, 2012.
Come on.
He's
give me
still
love.
going.
Okay, yeah. Sure.
Esperanza Spalding,
Exactly. See,
2011.
I'm talking
Zach Brown
traditionally.
Band.
It's a curse.
And obviously, we can't fully
I think
examine it right now and say,
Yeah.
oh, Chapel Roan, like she's got a long career ahead of
I
her,
think
or
it's-
she doesn't.
I think it's generally probably a curse, and there are some outliers. You know what I'm saying?
It kind of seems like a coin toss.
Yeah.
Like it could go either way, but
I think statistically, it looks like it goes worse, but more than it goes better.
just based on the past 20 years, it looks like.
Did you
I'd
hear
say
about
so.
Billie Eilish's controversy?
Let me hear it.
Dating a naked brother band.
No. She in her speech, she made a statement about ICE, and she said like, you can't be immigrants on stolen land, right?
Nobody's illegal.
Nobody's illegal on stolen land, exactly,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
Love, awesome, showing your support. The tribe that owns the land her house is built on came out and said,
Okay,
love,
bet.
we love that you are supporting this,
But how about you give us money?
but your house is actually on what used to be our tribe's land.
oh.
And
Oh.
So-
Billie Eilish's people have been like,
Completely.
Trying to
silent.
fix it.
Hashtag land back.
now here's what I'll say.
If you're
For
gonna,
Billie
oh,
I do
that's a little
think
rough.
it is admirable for her to like speak up, and I think
Mhm.
it's good to see celebrities do that. And I just think it's a little tough. I mean, I don't know that you could live anywhere in the U.S. that isn't probably
Stolen
somebody else's land. It's-
100%. You can't.
Yeah.
Like, there's a tribe out there that's like, this used to be ours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so when you make a statement on the
Like-
stage at the Grammys that's like, this is all stolen land, it's like, no, agreed. Like, you're
Yeah.
right, but
I feel like there's just so many other ways she could have said that would
But
have
also-
alarmed that.
it also shifts the blame onto Billie Eilish to be like, oh, yeah, this girl who's far and away, like, pretty self-made
Yeah, true,
as
true.
as an artist and as the millionaire that she is, right? So to then be like, oh yeah, she's the problem. Like, I don't know if she's necessarily the problem. She's a
No.
part of a system that is a problem, which is like so funny. The people that are making statements like that on the stage at the Grammys, and even the ones that are like making speeches that are like, everybody in here, like, I love you so much, follow your dreams. It's like they did. They're at the Grammys. Everyone in here is a
Follow your
millionaire.
dreams.
Follow your dreams. Like, that's what I did, and I'm here. It's
Uh-huh.
like, okay, like.
The stolen land is the part that shifts the statement, right?
It's a great sentiment.
Sure, but
And I
that-
think I agree with it generally, but you're right. It is like, okay, surely Billie Eilish isn't gonna give her house up.
exactly.
I don't know. It's just it's stupid. Like, yes, we've
What
talked about that on
Bad
the show
Bunny
before.
won best album.
Bad Bunny week before the Super
Like
Bowl
the biggest
clenched
one.
the best record of the year.
Best record of the
Sorry,
year.
am I blasting your ears away?
A little bit.
Is he dating Kendall Jenner? Did I hear that?
Bad
I think
Bunny.
that's Timothy Chalamet, right?
Oh,
That's
no.
Kylie.
No. Yeah, no, it's Kendall, isn't it?
Kylie and Timothy are together. I don't know. I
I
don't know.
heard
Bad
that. My
Bunny
phone's
and Sabrina
updating, of
Carpenter
course.
always have sexual tension.
Oh,
Okay.
Always.
I'm forced to
Always.
know all the Jenners and the Kardashians, and I don't know any of those people.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tell you
I'm gonna
this.
tell you right now.
I don't know who's dating
no
who.
clue.
But like a classic Grammys.
Hmm.
There was from a production standpoint, horrible.
Bad.
Really?
Yeah.
There was one point where Cher comes out and she's supposed to
Oh.
announce album of the year,
She's supposed
Or
to
record of the year.
accept
accept an
Lifetime
award, a
achievement.
lifetime
Yeah.
achievement
Yeah.
or something.
and then announce.
And she came up on stage and like
Oh, good
talked for
Lord.
way too long, and then she was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go now." She literally was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go now. Bye." Turned around and walked off the
And then
stage.
Trevor
Trevor Noah,
He
who I'm
literally-
ready to
wait,
punch.
Wait, Cher, before you go, before
Can you announce-
go.
Can you announce record of the year? She's like, "Oh yeah, sorry."
She's like, oh, I
came back.
forgot.
She's
she came back and she
starting
went,
to sound like,
and then she goes,
Jennifer Coolidge.
yeah, Jennifer Coolidge.
she goes,
That's cool.
Oh wow.
can you tell I don't want to be up here?
Yeah, you
and
know
then
what?
she announced it.
The
She
more and
announced it.
more I see some of these aging celebrities,
Mm.
I'm like, Prince kind of had the blueprint, right? It's like
Die.
No, like Prince was so
Cher is,
mysterious. Like,
84, I think.
he never did any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
MJ.
I'm sure he did some,
Oh, she's 80.
but you know what I'm saying? Like Prince is like, he was so mysterious. I'm like, if I ever get to that level of fame, which is
David
not
Bowie.
likely, you know what I'm saying?
Awesome.
I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna be presenting awards.
You
I'm
watch
sorry.
you watch Purple Rain recently? The movie.
No.
Pretty problematic, but
What's that?
Oh, it is.
Is
Oh,
it a
yeah.
Prince movie?
my mom was like, we were talking about Purple Rain because
I don't think I've ever even heard of
the
that.
song was in. Yeah, it's like a movie, like how it's kind of like an album movie. Like Michael
Okay.
Jackson did like Smooth Criminal and like these
Yeah.
Thriller and like
Okay.
it's like an album
Awesome.
movie. But like my mom was watching it recently. She's like, yeah, it's kind of problematic. Because he's like, at one point he's like fully beating up this girl, like, beating her up, and then they get back together and it's all good, and it's like Purple Rain, and
Ugh,
I don't
that's
know.
not good.
Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah. It was a
That's-
different time.
He's a legend. He's a legend.
Yeah, no,
But-
I like the mysterious piece of it.
I
you
do
know
too.
What I'm saying? 'Cause I'm like,
Absolutely. Mystique.
like the fact that he really like didn't he just like kind of led a really private lifestyle,
Mhm.
and I like that.
I think a lot of artists like that. It's like a scab. Just don't pick it.
Yeah,
I'm like, you
Yeah.
start picking at that, then you're looking at, who's
watched-
mentioned in the Epstein files, and then
Ooh.
Oof.
I heard about that. They
Pretty-
came out.
pretty devastating. A lot of files have been released. Sorry, not to pivot so hard.
No,
but
that was good. That was
I think
good.
I think we did Grammys pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Production was horrible, but we can talk more on that
never
on the
watched
post show.
those shows, unfortunately. You could probably
It's
get it
award
off cable.
season. It's
So-
award season, baby. It's all happening.
You can pretty
Oscars
much
are in
watch it
a couple
anywhere
weeks.
now. But
Yeah.
yeah, I was just gonna say, we'll get back to
The Schmepstein files,
I
yeah.
hope that this guy's not in it. I have no idea who's in the Epstein files. I watched the Michael Jordan documentary.
Yeah. Oh, The Last Dance.
Great.
So good.
I ain't no joke.
Really good.
So good. I mean, the drive he had. I'm like,
Mhm.
That guy's a psychopath,
It's
right?
psychotic,
It's
yes.
complete sociopathy.
I was just telling somebody, he like the whole documentary. It was like the craziest times that he like went off and they ended up winning or whatever. Was he would make up scenarios in his head to drive his competition.
Yes.
To the point where like the press was like getting jerked around because they're like, oh, this has to. Jordan popped off because, that player on the other team said, when they lost last year, that he came up to Jordan and said, "Good luck next year, bud."
Oh.
And that's what drove him all season long. And then at the end of the season, after they won, they interview him. Hey, was this season were you driven by this statement? And Jordan goes, "Yeah, no, I made that up. That wasn't real." He's like, I had to like make that up.
Talk
He's
about
like-
keeping
he's
the
like
mystique. Why
method.
wouldn't you just
He's method
commit to
acting
it?
while
Like-
doing it.
Crazy. Dude made it up in his own head.
My favorite part of that whole thing is when he's in the locker room or something and they're throwing quarters at the
Yeah,
wall.
yeah.
So good. When
Yeah,
he's
the
like,
SNL sketch
yeah,
good too.
yeah, exactly. Oh, and I took that personally.
He really
took that
did.
personally.
He
So
really
you
did.
hope he's not in the Epstein files?
Michael Jordan.
I hope not. I'm
He's
probably not.
on the Epstein files.
Epstein files, crazy. So who's on there?
Crazy.
Any outliers? I haven't
I
seen
saw a
them.
funny clip from Jon Stewart, and he was like, just so you guys know, I am in the Epstein files. I am named in the Epstein files.
Ooh.
He's like, I'm named in it one time, and I'm going to show you the email. Apparently, there was an email thread going back and forth about like Jeff Epstein wanted to fund this like political documentary or something,
Oh.
and it was like he was going to have somebody narrate it, and his personal assistant was like, what if we got somebody funny like Jon Stewart? And like, and Jon Stewart on the show, he goes, like Jon Stewart.
I am Jon
What about
Stewart."
Jon Stewart? Like, I could have done that. Like, you didn't want me. He like had a funny bit about it, obviously. So
I don't know if I can look it up. I don't
No,
really
it's fine.
want to know.
I
mean, I want to know.
So a lot of over the years, there's like these crazy conspiracy theories about the elites and how all these rich people live these lives and they,
Yeesh.
probably worship Satan and they sacrifice children and like things that sound outlandish, right? Like couldn't possibly, but it's like a big part of the culture on like 4chan, which is this like really deep website of message boards and stuff. And a lot of it's like a breeding ground for like right wing and like further conspiracy theorists to like
Okay.
kind of just go back and forth. And the problem is a lot of these Epstein files came out and like kind of allude to stuff that they've been talking about for years. Like Pizzagate is the big one where like anytime that a celebrity is talking about cheesy pizza, it's talking about CP, which is something I'm probably not going to say on the podcast,
Got
regarding children and regarding illicit material, videos and pictures.
I thought Pizzagate was when like something's happening in Congress.
the CIA.
You're talking you're talking about the Pizza Index.
the Pizza Index.
Pizza
Yeah.
Index.
That's the Pizza Index.
I was thinking the same thing.
But
yes.
Pizzagate
Got
is
it.
this conspiracy that there's this code word that politicians and celebrities are using and saying, oh, like, we're going to order a bunch of cheesy pizza to the party tonight. And it actually is talking about illicit
CP.
videos and
Oh.
photos of
That's
children
horrible.
and minors.
That's
Okay.
It's
terrible.
horrible. But they found all these emails from Jeffrey Epstein talking about, oh, thanks for the pizza. Like, oh, you know, it's like kind
Oh.
of like reinforcing this crazy thing. And
Because why would there be an email saying thanks for the pizza?
well, that was a big thing when they were looking at Hillary's emails. It was like a lot of Hillary Clinton's emails were like talking about cheesy pizza and talking about pizza, and they were like, why are you talking about pizza so much? And she was like, I assure you,
Just a big fan.
it's it's about pizza. We were going to a pizza party or whatever.
A pizza party.
Right.
Like you're really
Secretary
gonna
of
email
Defense
about
going to
pizza
pizza
But
party?
party.
now, like, Bill Clinton is like alluded to a lot in the Epstein files too. So it's like, is it real? Is it not real?
It's crazy.
What do we do
because
with this information?
I wonder how much. I wonder if the Epstein files, like basically Jeffrey Epstein's index. I wonder if it ever became like a tool of mutual destruction. Like I wonder if Jeffrey Epstein like kind of knew he was in this network. Well, he built this network, and I wonder if he ever strong-armed him and was like, "Hey, I'm going to mention you in my email."
I
And
think
if they
that's
ever
the
do
idea.
This, your name's going to come up, so you better do what I want you to do. Otherwise, you're already guilty.
I think a lot of people are kind of taking that approach where they're saying, hey, at the time, Jeffrey Epstein was just this high profile figure. He wined and dined me. I was flown out to his island. We had a great time. And then right as I was about to leave, he basically blackmailed me and said, if anyone ever, finds out what you saw
Sign this.
here, you're going to XYZ for me.
Oh,
And
wow.
That's what Bill Gates is kind of getting at, the fact that like he was coerced
Jeez.
into going to the island.
Dancing with the devil. No
the
joke.
time that he spent with him. But apparently Bill Gates also like told his wife to like he like maybe slept with a prostitute or something on the island, or whoever, an underage girl maybe.
Yeah.
And like told his wife that he got a disease and that she had to take antibiotics for it or something. That was like another part of it too. It's really
He
I'll say
gaslighted his wife and said you're the one who has the STD.
exactly. No, but like because he
he-
had an STD and he was like, you need to take antibiotics because you probably also have this STD.
Oh.
It's exhausting.
Oh,
Sifting through this information,
Powerful people.
figuring out what is important and what's not important, how much of it they're trying to like, fire hose into the media so that it all just seems like, crazy, not important.
literally
I don't know.
today while we were watching Sex and the City,
I love that you're
there's
watching
been
that.
crazy cameos, and today it was a scene that it was one of the characters is in like a
Kind of a
bar,
high-end
bougie
restaurant bar.
like
Yeah.
wine bar, and in the corner it's like Trump and one of his business associates in the corner, a normal New York day, and then suddenly they like get up from the table and Trump goes, I'll meet you in the Trump Tower. Like, talk to you
Is
later.
that your Trump?
I don't have a good Trump.
Let's hear it. Come on. Give me a little Donald Trump impression.
Can't.
He's that version of Trump's a
hard.
little bit different than how he is now.
It was very like, that
Put
was him
on.
on, what was his show?
The Apprentice.
The
Apprentice.
Celebrity Apprentice?
Yeah. No.
Celebrity Apprentice.
Yeah.
Regular?
The Apprentice.
Celebrity
And then Celebrity Apprentice.
But the business associate walks up to the girl and is like, I've never seen such a lovelier woman, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, can I buy you a drink? And she goes, thanks, but I already have one. And then he goes, can I buy you an island?
Oh,
And we went,
Epstein.
Oh!
Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, brutal.
Yeah, people kind of forget the fact that like Donald Trump was like not
He
to
was a
be
celebrity.
taken seriously at all. He was
a
like just this goofy
TV businessman.
and he was like a New York personality, kind of like Rudy Giuliani was, where he was just like this thing in New York City, this person that like,
Yeah.
but nobody ever thought like, that's why when he was like, oh, I'm going to run for president, everyone's like, oh, haha, yeah, sure you will, Don. Like,
Donnie.
and then he became
Well, that
the
was
president.
kind of the same stuff with Schwarzenegger.
Nice.
Yeah.
They're like, Schwarzenegger really gonna run for governor?
Twice.
You're a not influential. You're a
You're the Terminator.
You're the Terminator.
He's the Terminator.
I will say it was
But
pretty
yeah,
wild.
we've been watching Sex and the City because we never watched it. Like,
Love that show.
it came out and
A lot
you're
of
a
shows you haven't
child.
watched.
HBO show, pretty graphic.
Oh,
I'll
HBO
say.
show on Netflix.
Yeah, in the 90s.
Crazy.
Sex and the City.
The cameo that we saw that really took us out was a waiter.
No, it was in one episode, and
Yeah, he was a waiter.
no, okay,
or a
but it was-
busboy.
There were 2 cameos in that episode.
There were 2.
Yes. Who was the other one? The guy that comes up to her car was Bradley Cooper.
Oh,
A random walk by where he's like, "Hey, miss, can I take you home? Like, let's get in the
It's
car."
like, no, Carrie Bradshaw, she like got tricked into doing a
Sarah
really
Jessica
bad
Parker.
magazine cover, and he like they meet at a bar, and he's the only straight guy in the gay bar, and we were like, oh, Bradley Cooper, and
Mr.
then
Cooper, what are you doing
he
here?
he goes, I'm gonna get some smokes, and he comes out with the magazine and goes, is this you? And she goes, I'm going home.
It's all humiliating, and it's just like it's
That's
not a
it.
reoccurring part. It just we see Bradley Cooper, and then we were like, "Oh, that's crazy that there's like this, like he obviously he wasn't a big star yet, like, but it's crazy he had this like little cameo
that
moment."
was his line.
And then right in
How
the
it
last
is.
minute of the episode, she's sitting at a restaurant, and this waiter comes up, Matthew Morrison.
Matthew Morrison.
It's Matthew Morrison.
And he goes, can I take this from you?
Can I take this from you? She goes, no thanks, and he just walks away. We're like, that's Matthew Morrison.
We were.
It
That
makes
was
you
one of his first
wonder-
extra things.
Yes,
It makes you wonder who are extras right now in the media we're consuming right now.
it does.
That will be the next generation
Yes.
of stars.
Totally.
Because like we probably have already seen them
Mhm.
in some of these stuff. Some of this stuff.
Then we went down a rabbit hole of like, when was Matthew Morrison's first thing? Because I knew he was a Broadway guy.
yeah.
He did Broadway stuff. Did you know he was the original Link Larkin? In
No, I didn't know
Hairspray?
that.
Did a lot of Broadway.
He did Broadway, but he
Really?
went to NYU,
Yeah, of course.
and then we looked up like, and then he
He's
got
crazy.
a boy band gig, so he dropped out of
Mhm.
NYU, and then he started doing Broadway, and then he started doing TV. So we were like, oh, Sex and the City falls when he was in college at NYU.
Yeah. Really
Getting
pretty
work.
funny.
That's what you were doing.
But there he is.
Didn't he do that poetry thing that we just saw? on TikTok?
Oh, it's gotten
you're seeing
bad.
that on
It's-
TikTok?
His
Where he's doing
poetry
these
has been
shows
horrible.
at what's it called?
It's
54 Below.
Studio 54.
Yeah.
Hey, isn't that
No,
where, isn't that
yeah,
where Tyler
54 Below.
did his thing?
What's that?
Isn't that where your brother did his show?
Yeah,
on
he
here?
did a show there.
Wow.
But
He
it's
did
like
one there, yeah.
it's like a place that people just do shows
Yeah.
in New York.
Open
and it's just like
mic
a open
and-
mic or if you do have like a reading or something.
It's one of those that you have to sell like a certain amount of tickets to have your show
Sure.
go on.
And Matthew Morrison is doing this like one man show thing where he's like doing spoken word
Slam poetry.
and talk about being in New York in the late 90s. He has this whole bit about the caption is like Matthew Morrison, but he's making 9/11 about himself. And
Yeah.
he's like, the towers fell and I was there on the street and we heard the rumbles. And it's like this whole spoken word thing about
Gosh,
9/11.
stop, please.
And he's like, and that's when you find your song. And they like break into song. And it's like,
he
it's
has
fantastic.
such a specific character.
It's so weird.
Wild to me.
He's
It's
such-
wild to me how like he plays such a normal dude on Glee. Like
Oh no, he doesn't.
He plays a freak on Glee too. I
I swear he plays himself. on
Kara
Glee.
Really?
rewatched some Glee episodes too.
Oh, I love Glee.
when
Don't
it
get me
came-
wrong.
when it
I
came-
love Glee.
when it came out, I felt like
He was
pretty
supposed to be
normal.
the straight man, right? Where he comes in and all these wacky kids, and he's the
Yeah,
teacher.
He's
that
the
kinda comes
most
up.
normal.
He is not normal at
No,
all.
yeah, you
He's a
rewatch it.
freak
Well, I
in
haven't.
that show.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You rewatch it now and you're like, oh.
I'm telling you what. I now talk about old shows. I'm watching West Wing. I've told you, and that show is just so classic, early 2000s.
Mhm.
Like the scoring and the way that it's written. It actually, even watching it now, I'm like, it fully was ahead of its time in terms of writing. Like the way it's written and the way that it was made. I was like, oh, I could tell this was like so different than what they were doing in the early 2000s. But the TVs, what gets me is like all the technology is old, obviously.
Big
So they all have
boxes.
like the big TVs, and like the press secretary has like this whole wall unit of like 4 old TVs of like all the different news channels, and I'm like, I would love to see what it looks like now. Like I mean, obviously this is a TV show, but I'm saying like even what the West Wing looks like.
It's a big
actually.
LED screen.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just wild to me how technology's changed, and you know the White House is as ahead of the curve as they can be in terms of technology. So I'm like, I'm sure they had flash.
Well, I don't know.
screens
They're not going to be
before a lot
ahead
of
until
people.
they knock it down and rebuild.
The big beautiful ballroom, the East Wing. You mean?
God.
Crazy.
But, like there's so much there's obviously so much cover up happening
Yeah.
in the White House, across
Yeah.
Congress. Like, why? I'm just so surprised that we're not like stopped dead in our tracks right now and going, okay, hold on. Let's look at these Epstein files.
Yeah.
Let's see what's going on. Let's just
Bring
halt
charges,
production.
yeah.
Let's close the government and let's get a third party to come in and do some investigating. Because it's like, far and away, it's like business as usual in our country.
Yeah.
And what's his name? I just saw, who was the guy that got his, Peter Mandelson. It was somebody in the royal family got their,
Title revoked. Yeah, it was
title revoked or something.
Is Prince Edward's, right, or something like that, or Edward? It was the
Why?
Queen of the Queen's son.
Because he was freaking
yeah,
on the
that,
island.
That was he got his title revoked like
Shoot.
There was somebody
when
else.
it first came out. But
don't know.
I'll say this too. It's like it's funny because in the show they're like nominating a Supreme Court justice, and they're like the last 3 people that have gone on the bench are like they have to be moderates because otherwise we can't get it through like Congress and Senate. They can't get them confirmed or whatever. And I was thinking like, wow, you think that would be a continuation of today? But I'm like, we still see the craziest people like somehow make it onto the Supreme Court and like somehow make it into these cabinets. And I'm just like, and I mean, like I said, Donald Trump's the freaking president. I'm like, that's the wildest. Like, what happened? And it's like, you would think based off how the show was tracking in early 2000s, like, oh, we would be in this state of government where like everything is kind of moderate, right? Everything is kind of in the middle of the road because, you know, at least the extreme, like both sides of the extreme are like, oh, well, I don't want that guy. You know what I'm saying? So you think that the government positions would be more moderate just by time going on because you're even seeing that in the show in early 2000s. But I'm like, then I'm sitting there going, oh no, because Donald Trump is the president. I'm like, how does this happen? Like even in the show in early 2000s, they were talking about how government's going way more moderate, getting watered down because both sides want to agree, and they have to find this middle of the road person who will maybe go on Democratic, which is how maybe it should be, right?
I think absolutely, but we've gone so far the other direction.
Yes.
Everything is like, even like your definition of truth.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what you say and what your opinion are like all relative.
Sure.
And, you know, there's like kind of two timelines in history right now where one side of the aisle is saying like, oh, you know, this election was stolen. And then, you know, this president came and outed corruption and whatever. And then this side of the aisle is saying, no, like, you know, they tried to overthrow the government.
Yeah.
And now we're in hell and we're in hell. And like, we're in hell.
Yeah.
We're in hell.
Yeah.
But it's just wild to me, like an early 2000s show was like trying to paint the trajectory of like what would make sense.
Sure.
Going into the mid 2010s and into the 2020, whatever. Like they were just like, oh, it's only ever going to get more moderate.
And
And,
I
then
think
you're
we
looking
were-
back going, no, it didn't.
I would think
know?
we were heading there with the Obama administration. Like,
Yeah.
I think it was like we could go days, if not weeks, without talking about the president.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a big deal. And obviously he was like committing a bunch of war crimes, but that's fine.
That's
It's not a big
fine.
deal. And then Donald Trump gets into office and it's like, it's almost a reaction to that. It's like,
Yeah.
no. Like we can't have everybody, united. Like there has to be a split.
Yeah.
And it's
I
just,
think
it's-
it's well. I
it's
think it's a
very odd
big
to me.
it's a big generation change.
I don't
Sure.
know,
The
man.
age
I-
difference
be.
between Obama being president, his age, to when Donald Trump is his age.
yeah.
a bunch of old dudes for the last
Yeah.
couple of
I saw this
times.
person on TikTok talking about the fact that like Social Security wasn't supposed to like work this long because people are retiring so much earlier.
And they're old.
And-
And they're
and
living longer.
Less and less people are like young people aren't working. So like it only works if the young people
Work to
are
contribute.
working
Yeah.
to contribute
To
so that the
pay,
old
yeah.
people, but it's like so many amount of years that it works.
Yeah.
Otherwise it's like,
They talked
Social
about that on
Security
the
doesn't
show. They're like,
Yeah.
Social Security was designed for so that old people didn't have to work till the day they died, and then like what really kind of changed that is medical advances. People are living longer.
they're
too.
not dying.
They're not dying, and so there's this like whole generation. They were talking about the baby boomers. Like the baby boomers are about to retire.
And then it's also
And-
the familial taking over your parents' and grandparents' jobs. And now
Right.
They're not doing that
we're not doing that.
because it's like there's new.
Like, oh, what do you talk about? My
Like,
family was farmers for 100 years.
the
I don't
digital
want to
age.
work on the farm.
No, especially with a culture that's like, oh, you can be famous on YouTube, you can get a job remote. Like,
Yeah.
who would ever want to
Yeah.
do that? And And these boomers just refuse to die.
Yeah.
They're just like, no, I'm going to take every cent with me.
I bought my house for $45.
Yeah.
You
and
can too. Why can't you?
Exactly.
Why can't you?
Wild to me. It cracks me up. I mean, it is, I do think like what we're gonna see, and I was just talking to a friend of mine who's retired. He's in his late 50s, and I work with him he's one of my coworkers, and he's like, I am retired. He's like, I'm glad that I am. He's like, now I'm thinking about what are ways I can help financially set up my kids.
Mhm.
He's like, because he's like, my kids, like he's like, my son, he's an engineer, makes good amount of money, and like they could barely squeak out buying a condo, and they like barely did. And he's like, nowadays it's like he told me, he's like, I think the next decade or two is going to be like this transition of parents, I guess grandparents, stepping in to help their kids buy a place for their grandkids. You know what I'm saying? Because like
Sure.
when I was young, like I was your guys' age. He's like, yeah. He's like, if you had a decent paying job, you could buy a house. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really like a thing. He's like, but now it's like, he's like, my kids are like, he's like, it's impossible. It's hard.
And part of me says like us clowning on Nepo babies is also like a psyop, because who wouldn't want to help their kids? Like what upstanding working American wouldn't want to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to help the next generation? Like, it's like,
I think it's different when the Nepo baby sucks.
That's
Like when they suck at the job that their parents gave them.
agreed.
They don't deserve that.
Agreed. But like helping the next generation is like the foundation between like that is so many government programs.
Yeah.
And I think that like each thing chipping away at that, like old people not selling their homes, or like young people not wanting to work, like every piece of that, there's so much tension in the economy, and it's giving like 2008 housing crisis, like it's gonna burst.
I mean, I've said this before. We bought this condo. I'm like the price point we bought it at, I'm like, I just don't know how it's going to increase in value. I'm like, the way we bought, I'm like, I don't know how you could justify buying this place for $800,000. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, there's just like, whereas like my parents, they bought their house like at $300,000, and now it's close to $1 million. And I'm like,
it's same with my parents'
It's like
house.
that appreciation makes sense to me, because like I guess like from it
However
being that
many
cheap,
years.
and they've had the house for 20 years. They've had the house since I was 2. They've had the house almost for 30. They're close to 30, and I'm just like, I don't see how this place, like I love this place. It's nice. Like I can't imagine in 10 years or whatever, like going to sell this place and being like, oh yeah,
Over $1 million.
we've appreciated $500,000 or $300,000. I'm like, it just doesn't seem possible to me.
It's capitalism, man, because these people, I just saw this thing that Elon Musk did a $1.5 trillion deal with himself.
What does that even mean?
It means that one of his it was
God.
like Tesla was
Bought
going
another
to be
company
sold to what's his space?
Because
SpaceX.
Tesla's stopped doing cars. Is it the whole robots
no,
thing?
and no, it's literally just like a merger, or like
Oh.
one company is buying the other company.
But it's
and
his companies.
exactly. And so
So
as long
stupid.
as there's billionaires like churning that, like the number keeps growing and growing and growing, and pretty soon we'll be like one of those countries in Africa. What's the country in Africa that like inflation is so high that a chocolate bar is like $100,000 or something? Like,
What?
it's like I'm gonna look it up because I think I'm probably gonna botch it, but there's
That's
like
awesome.
it's like their dollar is so devalued that like stuff at a convenience store is like $50,000, $100,000, $1 million.
Wow.
And it's like
yeah. I've heard about that. Yeah.
they're just
It's
like
'cause
throwing money out.
They kept printing money. is the
Yes,
problem.
yeah,
And it became,
absolutely.
Yeah. Whereas
We're on our way there,
But
where the
I'll
numbers
say,
just don't matter at all.
I went to my least favorite place in the entire world today. I went to the dump today.
Oh.
That is always such a sobering experience.
Yeah. Did it really
Like,
make you like stop and
Every time
Wonder.
we talk about it every time I go, and every time I go, I'm like, how is this sustainable? You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? Like, I'm watching, like, not only, I happened to be there when the trash trucks were there too, which was crazy. Whole line of trash trucks just dumping,
Yep.
and like tractors and all these machines just moving stuff around, and it just reeks. Also,
Yep.
and they have like these vents when you're driving through the hills where they've already kind of buried stuff.
Yeah.
There's like these vent capsules that release the gases
Gas.
from like all this junk that's in there, and I'm just like, this makes me spiral. Like,
Yeah, you
And
can't think about that too hard.
Well, think about it. Like, we're destroying the world
Yeah.
one day at a time, but we're making this new world on the internet, right? It's like happening at the same time where why would you bother about saving the environment, nature, the dump, like
When you can, in your
natural resources?
your IP can make you money.
You can
basically.
go home and plug in and make money, and you can watch entertainment and just never leave
I'll
the
tell
house.
you what, that is like, I remember as a kid being like, if I could just invent something, if I could just make something that people would want, then I could go out and start making it. I could sell it, and then make a lot of money, whatever. Like the classic, like very simple like business plan. Right?
Sure.
Now it gives me anxiety thinking about, even if I made something that would like alter people's like interests or like something that they liked.
Sure.
I'm like, I just literally in my brain I can't get over the fact that I'm just making more stuff that will eventually end up here, like in the dump. You know what I'm saying?
That's why you got rid of your
That's
3D
why you
printer,
gotta make
right?
you gotta
Genuinely-
make stuff like
genuinely.
pasta straws.
Genuinely.
What was that?
Pasta straws.
Pasta straws?
Pasta straws. Yeah.
Are you
Okay.
gonna? Do
They're-
you want to
they're
elaborate on that,
biodegradable.
or
You want to expand on that?
Pasta straws.
what are
That's
you?
exactly what it is.
You keep
What are
saying
you
the word, but I'm not
saying?
sure.
What are you
When it
saying?
was a big thing about plastic straws killing turtles,
Yes.
a
Which
company
straws
came out with pasta straws
Made out of pasta.
Yeah.
Flour and water.
Mm-hmm.
Pasta noodle, but it's a straw.
you know what I've been thinking about lately too, just in line with like stuff and in like the world being sustainable. I'm like, I so badly want to start growing my own stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm starting to go.
You hate going to the dispensary.
No, I'm not marijuana. In my head,
John grows his own stuff now.
I'm going tinfoil hat a little bit, where I'm like, in the same way our food, it's like they're made in these big farms and they're sprayed with all these crazy pesticides, and they're being genetically modified to make them bigger and whatever.
And that's not even. It's made out to sound like it's a conspiracy theory, but it's just true.
Yes.
It's like the food is getting bigger.
It's freaking me out.
They want you to
Well, yeah, unless
buy
it's-
more, consume more.
Unless it's like specifically stated like natural grown.
it's
nothing
made
added.
to. We're gonna sound so. It's. We need Annie here to
Yeah,
balance this out because we sound so like
crazy. Yeah.
crazy. But it is. It's like they're making the food. They're putting poison in the food so they could sell you their medicine.
Literally.
It's like.
Hey,
yeah.
hold on.
Well.
There's a little truth in that, man. And you know what, John? You're not wrong for wanting to make like. Oh, hey.
Don't worry about
What the
Don't worry about
pocket snack?
that. Oh,
Pocket
that's my
snack.
granola bar from earlier.
that. You're a bloodhound. You sniffed that out? That's insane. How
No,
did
I
you
saw
find
it.
that?
I
Oh,
saw
okay.
it sticking out. That was crazy.
You know
Oh,
what
it
else
smells
was
good.
crazy? I got a little granola bar in my pocket. No,
Gosh.
we got a Patreon supporting this show, folks. It's not free running a podcast. A lot of incurred costs. Keeping the lights on, keeping the cameras rolling. Now, if you like what you're hearing, you can support this show on Patreon. For $4 a month, you can help this show keep going, and you're going to get access to the post show. The post show is an extra episode of the podcast we do every single week. If you head on down to the Patreon, you can check it out right now. I think you get a little 30-second preview of all those post shows. So if you're thinking about,
Oh.
hey, what's the vibe like in the
We have a
post
few-
show?
We have people that are signed up that don't pay, but they watch
Oh.
the little
Wow.
pieces
You see a little taste of it. You're going to get a full, unadulterated post show.
Yep. Putting out in the universe.
Yeah.
Savannah Guthrie's mother
Oh,
is going to be found.
God, we didn't even talk about her. Wow. What happened to the show, man?
I'm putting out in the universe.
Savannah Guthrie's mom.
Savannah Guthrie of Good Morning America.
Over under a week from now.
Oh, I'm gonna say the next couple days. They released a video today of a plea of like, we need to know that she is alive before because they found a ransom note.
That was it's a classic like ransom note. Like
Yes.
we kidnapped your mother for money.
Give us $1 million in Bitcoin.
It feels like a movie. It's crazy.
So I'm gonna say in the next couple days.
I like that.
gonna-
That's hopeful.
Be
Yeah,
resolved.
she's going through a lot. She's had a vocal surgery.
She just had
too.
vocal surgery.
Yeah.
They
Crazy.
did surgery on a grape. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's it for this week, guys. Annie, we miss you. Phil, Junior.
Not. Just kidding.
6 more weeks of winter.
6 more weeks of winter. No, we can't
No,
just
Junior-
throw in
Phil-
a bunch
no,
of
you're talking about Phil the groundhog.
Phil. You're
Phil
talking about
Jr. is our
Puxatawny
follow.
Phil.
No, I know that reminded
I'm
me.
talking
of
about our
Sorry,
commenter,
Phil.
Phil Jr. We love you.
Oh, we gotta listen to that in the post show.
And on the couch, as always,
In the Bluth.
In the Bluth this week, Cara Tafolla. I'm Ryan.
And I'm John.
And we'll see you next week on
What's
Up
Up
Podcast?
We gotta. What's that guy wrote that song, that viral song about the groundhog?
It goes, we are Charlie.
No,
Kirk,
no.
we carry the flame.
No, Elise Myers sang on it. Remember?
Annie, get me out of here. Help me. Pocket snack.
Little appetizer.